Okay, so I'm back again for another review. And what's today's review, you may ask? Well, I guess you ignored the title if you're asking that. Anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing this, The Walking Dead, Compendium 1. Now this is a comic book, The Walking Dead. You know, it's a pretty popular TV series. I was first introduced to it through the TV series, which I've enjoyed quite a lot, and then now I've decided to check out the comic book for myself. I've seen a lot of reviews of this comic, but they're not really reviews. They're all people saying, oh yeah, well, look at this. Well, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm actually going to do a review. Now, I'm not going to review so much the story, due to the fact that I haven't read it yet, but I will be reviewing more the contents of the book. Like, this thing is huge, and I'm excited to read it. So, first I'm going to take a look at the cover. Now, the cover, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, the characters don't really pop out as much as I think they should, due to the fact that they're all wearing prison uniforms. And I know that the prison is featured in the book, but it just doesn't really stand out, and I wish that they kind of gave them a better appearance. Like, they all kind of look like, what's going on kind of thing. Like, they all kind of look confused, which is a bit weird. But other than that, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, you have this little flip side thing where it has zombie versions of the characters, or walkers as they call them in the TV show. Also, I think it's a bit of a spoiler to have Rick's hand like cut off right here, because it doesn't happen in the show. And if somebody's checking out the comic book, like after watching the show or something, then it's a pretty big spoiler to have his hand cut off on the cover, so I don't think that they should have done that. Now for the back of it. The back of it is pretty cool. It has a nice little passage talking about in a world ruled by the dead, we are forced to finally start living. And then it has some zombies on the back. And I do kind of like the black and white style because it kind of matches the rest of the book. Now, for the inside of the book, it contains issues 1 to 48 of the series, which is a pretty big collection. Now, there's one problem I have with the comic book, the compendium that is. It's because it doesn't really differentiate each issue. Like, it just kind of continues in one big story, so it doesn't have the issue covers or anything, which is a little bit disappointing. Like, let me show you an example. So the comic book just kind of, like, this is the first issue, the end of the first issue right here, and then it just immediately goes to issue 2, which I'm not really sure I like. I mean, it makes sense in terms of a really long story, but if you want to differentiate the comic books, like, and you want to see what the covers look like, you're just gonna have to look them up online. I think it's like 1,000 pages or something like that, but it's pretty massive, impressive, and it's actually somewhat heavy. I didn't expect it to be this heavy, but I like how they compacted it, and I thought that the spine might bend when you open it, but no, it's actually pretty sturdy. Now for the artwork inside of the book. Well, the artwork is actually pretty stunning. I know that the artist changes at some point in the book, but all the artwork kind of flows together, so that's pretty good. Despite being black and white, it definitely works with all the shades and everything. Like, there's some comic books that are meant to be read in color. Like, there's this collection I have called Marvel Team Up, and those books are in black and white even though they were originally released in color. And it doesn't really work well. Like, there's this character called the Grey Gargoyle, and he turns people to stone, and you can't really tell when he turns people to stone because it's in black and white. But with this, it really works with it. Like, all the shades look good, and it seems like it's meant to be in black and white. So I like that. It gives it a nice style and everything. So if you want to check out the comic book and you want a big collection of the first 50 or so issues, then I'd highly recommend this. But if you want to differentiate the comic books, as I said, you might not like this as much. But it's good for putting on a shelf. Like, if you want a collection of all the compendiums, it'll probably look pretty cool if you put them side by side. Thank you for watching my review of The Walking Dead Compendium 1, and I might soon review each comic individually and review the story and everything. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Whatever. Yeah. Bye.